This is number 9. This installation is called Obligation. What is my obligation? What is your obligation? What is the obligation of this piece of work, this piece of process that we have to process through our life experiences, our moments in time? I mean, I realized that the industrialization of the island, which was a very important time historically for our island, but also what it brought with it and what was left of it, because the oil refinery doesn't exist anymore on this island. The object, the whole technical part is still in place, but also what is left and what will continue from this, and what it brought with it, it brought work, it brought all kinds of work. I'm saying it brought civilization, it brought knowledge, it brought all the good things. It brought tourism, it brought all the good, but for the society, for the society and their people, but also it brought also consequences that the oil refinery doesn't exist anymore, but everything is still there, and how this is going to affect the environment that we're living in, how it has effect, how it's still affecting, and what's going to happen after that for the generations to come, and the environment that and the space that it's in. But also these 3 coveralls with the cacti represents the island, of course, but also the 3 points of the island with the northeast passage, the wind that blows on this island, and that has been also part of saving this island from hurricanes, tropical storms, etc., but also that we cannot forget that the wind keeps blowing. We say that the spaces are being renewed with new wind, with new breezes, with new breath all the time, with new forms of existence. And also, I have to let you know that this work is part of 3 performances that has been presented these past 3 weeks. And one of them was a performance that I did inside of this bottle, cage, whatever you want to name it. And it was about the problematic, the social problematic of child abuse, trying to end this devastating and horrible, twisted problem that is still, it's continuously happening. And also, this piece represents what is left after, what becomes part of the child, the adult, and the traumas and the layers of pain, suffering, and continuity, the vicious circle they live, of course. We live with in the society. So everything is connected actually, as you can see. And also I have another lecture that is presented that has to do with a better environment, trying to understand the cause and effect of it and how society, how people can create a better way of living by being more aware, creating more awareness. So environmental awareness, I think, and also to protect the places that are still important on this island for the flora and the fauna of our island, which are not many left because of too much hotels, too many people actually, so that the island needs space to breathe, to be, to evolve ecologically and also sustainably, but also how difficult the situation is actually. And then for the next and the last lecture we had was about women in displacement, but also human rights, the LGBTI organizations, all these different organizations that represent us, people, society, the people living here on the island, migration, trafficking, human trafficking, to actually make the people understand that these forms of threatening the human beings and not giving people the time of day and not understanding that these problems are situations are very critical, that we need to address this and we need to educate people and we need to bring this to the attention starting from schools, children, and adults, everyone who has this understanding of what is going on needs to get support and help and be more humble, be more understanding of how this needs a solution for this big problem. I know that this problem is universal. It's been happening for a while everywhere across the world, but also here it's also a problem. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to address this and make it more visible, make it more not only in this form, in this dynamic form, but also that what the consequences are for this society, for our people, for the human being.